Aquarius, I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading, a 5-card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer this rose as a token of my love and appreciation for you all. I want to thank you so much for supporting me. You all are amazing and beautiful, and I love you guys so very much. Thank you. I'm going to be using the other Vampire Tarot deck like I mentioned in the previous love video. Then I'm going to be drawing a Vampire Oracle for any other additional information I can offer for you. But anyway, the 5-card love spread includes where the first one represents you, the second the other person, the third the relationship, the fourth the past, and the fifth the future. So anyway, I'm going to get started with card number 1, which is you. Ooh, the moon. This is actually a Pisces card. You can have Pisces, somewhere in your star chart. But it looks like, with the moon, you're kind of in a dark, situation in your life. Maybe you're single. Maybe you've been through a breakup or a divorce. I mean, look how unhappy this one, bride, looks under that moon. She looks like she's about to take revenge, doesn't she? My goodness. I hope it's not the case for you. But it looks like, maybe you've, been through a really bad relationship, and a man or woman, it doesn't matter in this situation, but it just looks like this whole bad, I mean, but then I do, for the previous relationship that it could end up in a divorce or breakup of some kind. My goodness, I hope it did not resonate, or that it's not resonating with you right now. But if it is, it makes sense why you would get the moon as as your card in this reading. Second is the other person. The sun. Okay, thank goodness it's just a card. Oof. The sun and the moon. My goodness, it's like polar opposites, I mean, the sun, it could be a Leo. It could be somebody has Leo in their chart. But it looks like, the sun was somebody who was a bit on the bright side, and maybe, their energy, just, clashed with yours a bit, it's just probably, I mean, it happens, that's why, relationships break and stuff like that. But it just looks like, this person was very bright and very, energetic and outgoing and stuff. And maybe it could have been that this person, it could have been a Leo, How did you get Leo previously? I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, the other person could be a Leo. So, or it could be a Leo, ascended, moon, rising. But let's look at the relationship. Lord of Scepters, King of Wands. It actually looks like an interesting, stable, grounded, though that's more or less for earth signs, but it looks like a very passionate, strong, willed relationship, I mean, maybe you're a bit on the shy side. It could be, the moon, I mean, but what I see here is, so far, this kind of looks like it was a relationship that looks quite passionate, really, confident and stable. I mean, normally, this card doesn't really, look stable, doesn't it? But the thing is, it's like it looked like a real, stable, connection between you two. But that's how I want to know what the past was. Justice. Maybe it wasn't balanced connection. It's like the moon, or, it doesn't have to mean that that there was anything negative that took place or something. I mean, maybe you've overcome the love, maybe that's what is going on, or maybe you are just kind of in a darkened phase of your life. But if I see justice in the past, it could have been your love was a Libra, because that's what justice is. You could have been with a Libra. Maybe the Libra broke your heart, Aquarius. It can happen. And or it could mean that the relationship was incredibly stable in the past. But then, yeah, I mean, the moon is considered negative, but it's actually one of my favorite cards. I love the moon. But yeah, it doesn't mean that there's anything bad with the moon. It's not like it's a Tower or the Devil or Death card. But it does look like this connection in the past was quite stable. Oh, I get it. In the future, you get the 8 of Knives, the 8 of Swords, and that's why, whoever this is pretty much just going to tie you up, and that's why, you are unhappy and you're stuck and stuff like that, or yeah, you feel like you're stuck and you want to leave this situation, and that's why, well, yeah, you might feel unhappy right now. I'm sorry if you're going through this, Aquarius. Nobody deserves to be stuck in any kind of relationship. But yeah, if it is a case, it makes sense why, you would be in a darkened situation and you would be in the unhappy bride in this situation. And because, somehow, you might end up being stuck. And look how unhappy, this one vampire looks as being stuck. Nope, 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 nope. You don't deserve that. But if it does, it makes sense, and I would try to get out of this situation as quickly as possible. I'm going to finalize this reading with a Vampire Oracle to see what other information I can offer. Nobility, honor, high standards, and idealistic. It's like, before, one ever even embarks on relationships, you pretty much just kind of think, how do I want to see my future relationship? And maybe you're a noble person, you come from a family of nobility, or maybe whoever the son was, appeared to be incredibly noble, but and he was very rich. But the problem is there is strings attached to this relationship, and that's why, it's making you feel stuck somehow. But or maybe this person has very high standards for you, Aquarius, and it's just making you just feel so stuck and uneasy to think, I don't want to keep changing because of your standards. I love you, but I just don't want to keep, forcing myself to change just to match you. Wow. I mean, because if I look at the past, the person, looked maybe stable, and maybe that's what drew you to this person, to think, oh yeah, this person looks very, stable. But then, they may, seem incredibly frenetic, and they seem very passionate, and you just feel stuck. And that's why, maybe, with all of these high standards, it could really overwhelm you and make you feel very unhappy. Hope not. But if it is the case, it makes sense. But I'm going to leave it at that for you, Aquarius. I really hope it does not resonate per se with you. But if it did, please feel free to embark on this journey towards the future. Even if it didn't, I'm going to be having, different readings in the days, weeks, and even years to come. But I don't do time on my tarot. But I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me and subscribing. And please feel free to stick around for the New Orleans vampire story and the separate video I'm going to be making on why this one story scared me. But I think you guys are amazing. I love you guys all so much. Mwah.